All
right, give it to me.
The following contains offensive language and spoilers. Listener discretion is advised. And to say a hero will save us.
Knuckles, stand here and wait.
I don't even know the words. Well, there you go. You know the
And
words.
they say that a hero will save us.
Oh,
Knuckles, stand here and wait. Yeah. Okay. Welcome back to the Comic Book Bully. I can't believe you like Nickelback.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't know the words.
Okay.
That's all I.
Anyway, welcome back to the Comic Book Bullies Nerd Bully. I'm your host Leroy, aka Green Fist, with my co-host.
Yeah. This is Eli, aka Coruscant Cornbread.
There you go. No more Star Wars menu that Disney will steal from you. Also, and give a shout out to our third co-host, the AI, who is back wanting your money and wanting our digital information. So yeah. So we're back with the episode. All hail the Doombots. Yes, we're back in the episode. And yes, I want y'all to stick around because we are gonna get knee deep into the lanterns. Look at it. Look at it. Come on, man. Hold up before I do that. Let me give us a thumbnail. That might be the thumbnail right there. Okay. Anyway, back to what we're doing. But before we get into that, and I completely screwed this up. Before we get into that, we got some other stuff to talk about because something happened this weekend.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Because I was going to talk about the box office numbers about Spider-Man hitting $2 billion and blah 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 blah. Who cares? We don't care about that. We care about actually real life information because for those who don't know what happened, this weekend, actually, I think like 2 days ago, Spider-Man beat up a Nazi.
He did.
Yes.
And got arrested for it.
He's the one that got arrested. Not the Nazi. He got arrested.
Actually, they all got arrested. But yeah, but Spider-Man got arrested.
Spider-Man got arrested. So yeah. So no, this is not like a deleted scene or behind the scenes footage that we're talking about from the new No Way Home movie. No, we're talking about real life. It happened in Eli's hometown.
Well, not my hometown, but I live there. I don't live there. I live in St. Paul. Yes, I live in the Twin Cities, Minneapolis, St. Paul. I live in St. Paul, but yeah.
Okay, you don't claim that when Nazis go through the down the street and then Spider-Man runs up, beats up everybody.
It happened in the town over, but
not to be true. Gotcha. Okay,
but in the vicinity.
Yeah. So let's talk about this thing for a second because this is actually kind of insane. The news talking about it. A lot of people not talking about this like I thought they talk about it. Because here's the thing. It's always crazy news happening in the news all the time, like crazy stories and this like that. And most of them are bad stories. Most of them like, you hear about it, you get depressed like that. Eli, this cheered me up because the Nazi got his ass kicked by Spider-Man. How does that not cheer you up? For those who know what's going on, let's talk about it. We're going to talk about that guy. Yeah, because that's what the picture looked like right there. This is actually real footage. It's not behind the scenes of Brand New Day. So yeah. And what else we got here? Yes, this asshole right here. So we're talking about this guy because this guy's name is Jake Lang. He was a part of the January 6th insurrection. But he got pardoned by you know who. So he decided to
because he was just a tourist. He was just a tourist.
He was just a tourist, right? He was just walking through there, just he just want to see what the White House looked like,
Yeah.
So yes, he decided to go down there, and now I guess this weekend he went down to Minneapolis, decided to do like
again. This is the second time he's done it. Yeah.
So he's done it again. So he's been down there getting a whole bunch of folks down there, and of course, like stuff like this. I mean, he should go to jail for inciting a riot, doing stuff like this. So yeah. So while he's doing all that, then all of a sudden, bam, like I said, this is not from the movie. This happened in Minneapolis. The guy rode in there on the back of a car, like, I got you, Spider-Man.
Like that shit was going viral before the rally happened, before the protest.
Okay, happened. He just riding around like
people were saying some guys dressed up as Spider-Man rolling around on cars down through downtown Minneapolis and shit.
Yeah, so that happened, and then so he just decided to jump the guy.
Yeah.
So he jumped him. I don't have the footage. Actually, I do have the footage because I just played a second ago. Like I said, that's him actually in real life punching him in the face, So so that's real footage right there. Somebody actually made a cover of it, a comic book cover of him punching him in the face and shit. So like, hell yeah. So so here's the thing. I was almost done with this until I saw I saw somebody sent me this that somebody's doing a GoFundMe. Let me.
Yeah, because his court date's on Friday.
His court date's on Friday. Okay, get that out of here. Oh no, not that. There we go. Give me that. Okay, so that's it. So somebody is raising money to free Spider-Man. I would never thought in my 2026 bingo card, I never thought I would see a GoFundMe to get Spider-Man out of jail. Not in real life, but that's what it is right now. So yeah, people are saying they removed his mask. But here's the thing: nobody tells who the mask is. Don't post the mask. Don't post who the guy is. Stuff like that. We don't want to know a guy dressed as Spider-Man. We just want Spider-Man. That's what we want. So yeah, because you take all the
Spider-Man.
Yeah. Like, well, because I know y'all want to know what race is he. Look, he had red Air Force Ones on. We know what race he is. So we gotta say. So yeah, that was funny. But people are saying that when he gets out on bail, this is what he's gonna do. You know. So I can see it. So crazy ass story, man. I thought more people would be talking about this, but they're really not. So yeah. So let me say, can we move on to the next part of the podcast?
Sure.
Okay. Now, like I said, we actually talk about what we came to talk about. Lanterns. We talk about that. So yeah. Like I said, there's a new DC show coming out. People were apprehensive about it first, like that for Eli. And we were gonna talk. I had all kind of notes, stuff like that. For those who don't know, we didn't record last week. Good job of y'all for not checking those, but anyway. But the thing is that it was a lot of stuff going on, and yeah, people were very responsive to this first, the pilot episode. Funny called a pilot episode because Hal George is a pilot and blah blah blah. You know what like clever, you know. But now we're on episode 2 now. And I know you said you didn't get a chance to talk about episode 2, but like I said, episode 1 got people's attention, and episode 2 seemed to be getting a lot of responses also. Now, can I just briefly talk about what I think about Lantern as a whole?
Sure.
Okay. Now, is this the show I would have made if I was making a Green Lantern show? It wouldn't have been my first choice to make that. But here we are. We're making it. So, yeah. So we got Green Lantern. You got this buddy cop thing going on right now. You know, the old rookie training the young hotshot, stuff like that. You know, what I said, 48 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah. So after watching it, people are saying, bringing up other, you know, comparisons also. One, True Detective.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Which, and a matter of fact, I think the guy directing this, or one of the showrunners, or one of the guys making the show, directed one of the True Detective spinoffs. Not the actual True Detective show, but it's like that. So basically, like I said, True Detective is from HBO, and this is from HBO. So like, give me True Detective in the space.
Yeah.
Okay. I never seen the show. I know y'all say it's the greatest show of all time.
It's all right. The first season was
I've only seen one.
I wasn't a fan of the rest.
Yeah. That's all I know.
Oh, yeah, she was in that.
Yeah, if you know, you know.
The first season, yeah.
The first season. How many seasons they had?
A few now. There's been a few. I watched the first 2.
Okay.
And then I kind of fell off. I haven't seen the rest.
Got you. But
they're not related to each other. It's like a new
anthology.
Yeah, a whole set of new characters every season. So.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and another show that people are comparing it to. Men in Black.
Oh shit!
You hate Will Smith. Okay. Yeah.
And that movie, yes, I do.
You hate Men in Black. You have no soul.
I do.
Oh man. Okay, Mephisto. All right. So yeah. So those 2 shows right there. So comparing it, I was expecting, like I said, for not Men in Black. What's the name of the show? Lanterns. Yeah. I was expecting some big bombastic, you know, space warfare type thing where you just throw all kind of money and stuff like that. But no, like I said, you actually got a slow burn detective story. And I was like, okay, I wasn't expecting that, but here we are. So yeah. But the story has intrigued me. I mean, the story has intrigued me right now. Like I said, they're in a small town. They know some weird shit going on in this town that's involving aliens, stuff like that. So they gotta figure it out and see what's going on in the town before they kind of go crazy. So I'm like, okay, yeah, that's I'm enjoying that, you know. And the best part of the show to me that makes the show for me is their chemistry or back and forth, whatever like that, you know, because they kind of hate each other, you know. Yeah. So just them going back and forth and that whole tit-a-tat, especially the second episode where they really they're really starting to get like division in between them, where like divided. But that's what these shows do with the buddy cop. You got to have division first, and they get together, and they beat whatever like that. That's half the conflict right there. So I'm enjoying it. John is slowly learning how to use the ring, and you tell Hal don't want to teach him how to use the ring. Oh, another thing I like about this show also that's getting me, like I said, we can talk about True Detective and all that shit I don't care about, stuff like that. What does it do about Green Lantern? Eli, the show takes liberties. But for the most part, this show is way more faithful than I expected it to be.
Okay.
Yeah, for instance, like Hal Jordan, and the thing is, they just like throw lore at you real quick. Some stuff they explain, some stuff they don't explain, but they'll throw it at you. And if you kind of know Green Lantern lore, you get it. That's it. Like Hal Jordan has a password to something. I think the password to his safe to get his lantern or something like that. Like the lantern itself is lore. And the thing what he said was Mogo doesn't socialize. That was the password. I'm like, oh shit. So Mogo exists in this universe. I kind of missed it. For those who don't know what Mogo is a giant planet that is a Green Lantern. So it's bigger than Oa. It can't go near Oa because the gravity will fuck up Oa. So yeah. So that's the thing right there. So I thought that's pretty interesting. But like little lore like that, and they keep doing stuff like that, like the Lantern ring, and what are they changing? What are they keeping? Is it 24 hours? It's not 24 hours to have the ring and it dies. It has a charge like a sub phone. Like my phone is fucking dying right now. But anyway, but they charge it, and they charge it with the oath. What's the oath, Eli?
In darkest day.
Nope.
Or no. Darkest night. Or no.
No.
Brightest day and darkest night.
No. Never mind. In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight.
My sight.
For those that worship evil's might. Beware my power, Green Lantern's light.
Light. Yeah, there you go. That's it.
You were close. You were close.
See? I know, but
and Eli, that's what I'm loving about the show right now, because since the show is on, and I guess it took the place of Game of Thrones. I guess not Game of Thrones. House of Dragons. House of Dragon.
Okay.
There is no S on House of Dragons. It's just House of Dragon. House of the Dragon. What is the name of the show, Eli?
House of Dragon. I don't know. I don't watch it. House of Dragon.
I don't watch it either, and I can't look it up because my phone about to die. But point is, it took that time slot. So the people were expecting to see that are almost kind of forced to watch this show. But for most part, they're enjoying it. People are enjoying it, the show. That's it, like that. So, but the thing is, like I said, but it's bringing up people asking questions about Green Lantern lore. So I just been online, just answering that kind of question shit like that. Oh yeah, the ring just does this, and you got 4 or 5 lanterns. Because you got to remember, for a lot of people, the most they know about Green Lantern is 2 things: that shitty ass Ryan Reynolds movie and Just League Unlimited. So for most people, they only know John Stewart. They only think John Stewart is Green Lantern. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know the lore is deeper than that. So a lot of people were saying, yeah, I'm going to tune in to watch Black Lantern, because they just want to see John Stewart. Don't give a fuck about anything else in the show. But my comic book brain, when I hear Black Lantern, I think something else. That's the bad guys that the Green Lantern fight, but that's neither here nor there. Point is, they throw a whole lot of lore at you. I'm online answering lore questions, things like that, bumps like that, because let's go a little bit deeper. What else we got here? Not there. Here. Not there. Here. Bam. The Manhunters. They mentioned the Manhunters this episode. Okay. Now, the thing is, like I said, we talked about this on another episode before, but the Manhunters are not Martian Manhunter. They're not them. They're 2 different things. And they kind of explained them on the show that the Manhunters predate the Green Lantern Corps. Basically, they were a bunch of android robots, killing machines that had no emotions, no feelings like that, and the Guardians couldn't keep control of them. So the whole show is revolving around that, about the Manhunters, And matter of fact, that didn't even be the reason why, Hal Jordan got the ring in the first place. So it's a deeper mystery going on in this town that they don't know about, and they're just trying to uncover the mystery about that. So yeah. Now, although I say they don't have anything to do with Martian Manhunter, they may be combining them. They may be relating them in this universe. But the thing is, the Martian Manhunters are just evil robots. They're Sentinels, basically. That's what they are. The evil robots just destroy everything like that. But one of Martian Manhunter's main powers is that he can shapeshift. So they've changed it in this show that the Manhunters can shapeshift. So okay. So maybe they are combining them. I mean, like I say, it's a new universe. You can do whatever you want to do. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So maybe, what do we got here? Oh, but I do want to say this. People are now, because the thing is, they're basically saying that there's a Manhunter on planet, not a whole bunch of Manhunters, just one Manhunter. But that one Manhunter is enough to like mess everybody up. So the point is, the Manhunter is in disguise as a human who is the Manhunter. And that's the mystery of the entire show. And I want everybody to know, y'all keep guessing because y'all are bad at this, guessing whoever you want to. I'm gonna tell you who is not the Manhunter. Her. She's not the Manhunter. I'm gonna tell you why she's not the Manhunter. Because at the end of the first season, end of the first episode, when they skip 10 years in the future after everything was already done, shit like that, she's there. So obviously it's not her. So,
Okay.
Yeah. So scratch it off the list. And people have theorized who else they want to. I'll let y'all figure that out. I don't do fan theories. It's not my thing to like that. But also, another big mystery going on in the show that ended last episode, if you saw it, Eli, Hal Jordan died.
I did see the first episode, yeah.
You did see the episode, so yeah. Well, interesting enough that it wasn't lost on me, but it's almost also Green Lantern lore also. Not only did he shot in the head, he was fridged. Which the term came from a Green Lantern comic. When they stuffed his girlfriend in the refrigerator. Really fucked up, but it was the 90s, you had to be there. So just gonna do that. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on right there. Hold on, let me answer a question. We actually got people talking. Who is this? Hold up. Let's see. Y'all think Doom is getting rough by on you in sneak peek position of the Grand Nullifier? Okay. I gotta explain this, Eli. I know we talk about Green Lantern. I gotta explain it because people keep talking about the Ultimate Nullifier and Ego. No, not Ego. Mogo. They're different. Ego and Mogo are not the same thing. Okay.
I talk to planets, baby.
Okay, so here's the thing. I know people are saying that Doom had a thing in his hand that everybody said, oh, he's got the Ultimate Nullifier. He's got the Ultimate Nullifier. I'm going to explain the Ultimate Nullifier. The Ultimate Nullifier is a weapon, but it kills everybody. You can't aim it at anybody. It's a fucking nuke in your hand. That's what happened. That's how Reed Richards was able to beat Galactus because he had the Ultimate Nullifier in his hand. He was like, Galactus, you eat Earth. I'm blowing us all up. I'm killing everybody. So the Ultimate Nullifier is not a weapon you can aim at somebody, something like that. When you press the button, you pressing the button. So
I just think Doom has some magic.
You gotta go. Oh, he just have a gun in his hand. I mean,
oh no, I think he's talking about when he flicks Thor.
They said he had like a force, so he's not really like flicking it with his finger. He has like a force field he's putting up.
Yeah,
or something like that. So yeah.
But I think that's what he was talking about. Like he must have hit Thor with something. Right? I think he was
and he probably did. I think he has like runes on his face like that.
I think he's just using some magic.
He's using magic. Like he actually like put up a force field. That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
So it's not that he's using two fingers like Goku or some shit like that.
And I think this is God. I think we're going to be dealing with God Doom. I think if they're doing Six Secret Wars, I think we're dealing with God Doom. I think the incursion's happening. I think, and I've said this before. I've tried actually going online like back in the day. Remember when we used to go online and discuss this shit and
right
and get in fights about it and arguments? But I actually said I think the two movies, I think it's gonna be like two-parters. You know how Infinity War and Endgame were like two-parters and shit?
Yeah.
I think Doomsday is gonna introduce the incursion, you know, where reality gets destroyed, and then Secret Wars will be God Doom on Battleworld.
Yeah, that's
I think that's how it's gonna go.
Yeah, I mean if that's what they're doing, because they said they always want to do Secret Wars. I mean, that's kind of like the logical solution of the story. But like I said, it's not the Ultimate Nullifier. Whatever it is, it's not that.
And my stupid theory that I think that's not Steve Rogers, that's actually Franklin Richards. That's not going over very well with people.
Yeah, honestly, that theory is no worse than any other theory I've heard.
Yeah, I was like, that's my one stupid theory. That's actually Franklin Richards. I would like if they're doing like the Secret Wars or like Hickman's Fantastic Four run.
Yeah,
because there's that one shot. Here we go talking about the trailer. There's that one shot where Johnny Storm's got baby Franklin.
Yeah,
and then it gets all bright.
Johnny Storm got baby. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and it gets all bright because isn't like Johnny Storm the sun on Battleworld? Like the actual sun.
Frank. Oh yeah, the sun of it. Yeah,
like the sun. I'm talking about like the sunshine, like sun.
Yeah, he was like shining brighter worker because Doom wanted to fuck with the Fantastic Four. So yeah.
Yeah. So Oh, that's just my few stupid fan theories for that shit.
If they were really adapting Secret Wars, I know that they're not doing this, but if you really wanted to think, you wanted to say Steve Rogers and who he was, he's Beyonder.
Oh yeah.
In the original Jim Shooter Secret Wars back in 1985, when the Beyonder took human form, he took Captain America's likeness.
Okay, I do remember that now. Yeah,
yeah. So it's not that. I'm just saying that. Yeah.
I just want, but you remember, like, what was all those tie-ins, the Secret Wars tie-ins back in 2015? That one where Steve Rogers was riding Devil Dinosaur.
Weird World, what it's called. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was like battling the Hulks in Hulk Land or whatever.
Yeah,
that was dope. I know that's not going to happen, but that would be.
It's not. But some of those tie-ins I like better than the actual main story.
Yeah.
I like keep the shit going, but yeah. What else we got here? Let's keep going. Oh,
so Sinestro showed up this episode?
Sinestro showed up at the end of it. Yes, so we talk about that was the end of it. Now the end of it with the last episode was actually pretty cool because Hal Jordan actually put on the suit. He put on the suit and flew to Oa. Okay. And when he flew to Oa, he went to some prison, and that's where Sinestro was there, stuff like that. They were like, "Oh shit!" And basically got Sinestro in prison because, like I said, Hal Jordan didn't know the Manhunter was on Earth. So he's asking Sinestro. So basically, Sinestro's kind of like doing a Hannibal Lecter type deal.
I was gonna say, is he Hannibal Lecter?
He's Hannibal Lecter. So yeah, and you know, kind of Sinestro always playing like mind games and shit, like, "Ooh, Hal Jordan, if you're here, you need me for a reason," or shit like that. So you know, Sinestro's gonna fuck with him. So yeah. Oh, now, like I said, for those who don't know who Sinestro is, like I said, we're going deep into Green Lantern lore. Sinestro is not some dude. Sinestro is his Lex Luthor. That's his, Joker. That's his Green Goblin, or like that. That's his main guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the Legion of Doom. That's the main guy to go up against. Now, the easiest way for me to explain Sinestro and Hal Jordan's relationship is this.
Oh yeah.
That's it. That's the relationship there.
That's actually, wow. That's
it.
Cool.
Yeah. Sinestro is Denzel, and Hal Jordan is that white guy. So
that guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Sinestro trained him. He trained Hal Jordan. They're gonna get in all this.
Sinestro was a cop. Yeah.
He was a cop. Yeah. Like I said, he trained him. He brought him on the beat. But Sinestro, there's some stuff under the table. The Guardians caught up to it. Hal Jordan exposed all
he cut a few corners.
Cut a few corners. Like some cops did back in the 80s. Or still do. But that's the whole point. And that's why he's in jail right now, because basically Hal Jordan kind of like ratted on him and they got into a fight and all this shit like that. So, like I said, they're gonna get into all that lore in the next episode. If they don't make super big changes to the lore, that's what it's gonna be. So yeah. Like the third episode of what I'm waiting for. I really want to see that. And honestly, I had my theories about who the Manhunter is. I know I shouldn't say it, but I feel like I should say it.
Say it now, so then you got receipts. Then you can say, "See, I told you."
Or I'm gonna be a complete idiot when I do say it. Honestly, I think the Manhunter, is Jon Stewart's father.
Oh wow! Okay, yeah, that fucking asshole.
Think about this. Think about that. Okay.
I only saw the first episode, but yeah, I do know who you're talking about.
Yeah, because he's fucking crazy. For one thing.
Oh yeah, that one.
I like how people saying like that. Oh, something is wrong with, like, people are uncomfortable with that opening scenes like that. Good. You're supposed to be uncomfortable with that scene. That is not normal shit. That is not being a good father, whatever the fuck y'all trying to spin that shit to. No, that is some fucked up shit. That is abuse. What he's doing to his fucking kids. So yeah. So don't think that was good parenting what he was doing right there. But I think something is going on with that, where his father has something. His father got something to do with the Green Lantern or something like that. Like maybe the Guardians came to him and it didn't come to him or some shit like that.
Wasn't he like, because he got in trouble for watching TV?
Yeah, he got in trouble for watching the Green Lantern.
And then he asked him, "So what's his name?" or what did he ask them? So you knew what his name was? You
were like, Hal something. So
yeah.
So basically, we know what he's done. That his dad has been training him to be a Green Lantern this whole time.
Yeah.
But why? There's something on that. There's a mystery on that. So yeah. And also it turns out that Jon Stewart is way more powerful than we thought. But we'll find it in the second episode. Yeah. But yeah, that's it. What have we got here? And I think that's it. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, they're building this is a mystery box where they give you little clues and you think because there's a lot of weird shit going on in this town. But that's the whole point of the mystery of it. And you're getting some pretty good action scenes in it. Like Jon Stewart don't have any powers because he don't have the ring, but he's still getting the action scenes and shit like that also. So like it's pretty cool. You actually get some Green Lantern isms with Hal. So I'm like, oh, we're going to space now. Okay. So yeah, I'm enjoying the show, man. I don't know. Maybe I don't know how everybody else is feeling about it. I don't know if y'all want Game of Thrones or House of the Dragons back, whatever like that. I don't watch that shit. I watch this shit. So I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it. It's giving me, you know what this is reminding me of? Kind of, but not really. Watchmen.
Well, Damien, what's his name? Worked on that.
He worked on that too. So yeah. It's reminding me of that also. Like it's all kind of DC look at the time.
Lindelof, what's his name? Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever his name
Something
is.
like that. Damien.
But it's the same thing. When Watchmen came on, people were asking Eli, people were asking me so many questions about it. Not on the podcast, of course, just in person when they see me. So they ask me all kind of questions. Ozymandias, what his name is? Like Ozymandias, that's his name. And I had to break down the lore and Dr. Manhattan and all this shit like that. I was enjoying it, just talking about this. So Green Lantern's giving me that same feeling also, where I can break down the lore of Green Lantern. And the more we get into these episodes, the more lore we get into. And shit, as a Green Lantern fan, I'm enjoying it. So
yeah,
if nothing else, I'm enjoying it for that. So
yeah, I only watched the first episode and I thought it was really cool. Like,
yeah.
Oh shit, I think I'm gonna like this. But you know me, I'm not well versed in Green Lantern lore. I know just basic shit, but I was still digging on it. I still like the slow burn. I like that it is just like a cop procedural.
Yeah.
And like they are building a mystery and that they're dropping in just little hints of of the comic book stuff.
Yeah.
So it's taking, and it's sort of it's mature. Like they're dropping F-bombs and shit.
Yeah, left and right.
Yeah, and then like okay, and it's doing the same thing as like I guess like the James Gunn Superman movie did, is whereas it's like it's trusting that the audience kind of knows what's going on. It doesn't over explain anything. It just kind of like get like
unless it needs to.
Yeah.
Like if it's supporting information, the show will slow down and be like, "Hey, we're doing this."
Like it gives you just enough information to keep it interesting and keep the pace going, but it doesn't like we don't get like the big long 20-minute intro of exposition and origin this and that. Other than Jon Stewart's like shitty childhood a little bit,
right?
But we don't get like Zack Snyder gives us the half-hour Krypton blowing up shit and Jor-El,
and the funny thing, at first I thought I was going to hate that fact that like when Hal Jordan told the story how he got the ring, I was like, damn, he's just telling us, they're not showing us.
Yeah,
but I kind of enjoyed it. I was like,
but that's a detective story. It's the mystery that works for that. Yeah, we don't have to see everything that happens unless it is a mystery where you're getting just.
I just feel like HBO was trying to save the budget, but okay.
Yeah, that too. But but in a mystery, you get just certain points of view. Certain the information about how somebody says it, and I'm sure it's going to come back. It
already is because you can tell Hal has information, and John has information that both of them don't know.
Yeah,
so you're starting to see a crack, a divide in between them right now.
Yeah, he's only going to give them what as he sees fit. Just like that one scene where they're like, "Hey, I'm watching that guy on the football field."
Yeah,
and no one wanted to know. Like, no, I'm watching that guy. Well, are you going to tell her? And he goes down and tells us, like, "Yeah, I'm already watching him. I already know." Like, yeah, they all knew.
Right. Like everybody's watching. Yeah, the sheriff, she got information that they don't know.
So like they're all like keeping it from each other to see, to try and crack the case themselves. Right. They all want the collar. You know what I mean? So yeah, but I'm thinking I'm digging on it. Like I said, I only watched the first episode. Didn't have time to watch it tonight, but
I'm kind of mad because I want to binge watch it, man. I'm like, dang, you give me another episode, fly through. give me another episode. So shit.
But yeah, I dug on the first episode, so I look forward to it. And yeah.
My favorite part, and I even though I probably like the first episode better because they had that one scene in it, the interrogation scene.
Oh yeah.
That killed me, man. When he was asking the alien about Obama.
Oh,
and he was like, "Oh, he was the 41st president." Like, that's it.
Yeah.
Native rural Nebraska, and that's all the pig you got, Obama. Yeah, you a fucking alien. You ain't racist, you an alien. So, all right. So I guess that's it. Can we move to the next part of the podcast?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Stick around because we got some more stuff with you. What I want to talk about, because we didn't get a chance to talk about the X-Men casting last week. So we can talk about it this week. Now, here's the thing about the X-Men casting. I don't really give a shit about anybody on there except one person. So you know who I care about. We're going to talk about Storm. That's what we're going to talk about. And who got cast as Storm. Now, I don't give a fuck about nobody else. Mystique, whether or not Mystique got, announced, I don't even care. Point is, I made that announcement, Eli, that if they didn't cast Jamie Lawson as Storm, everybody's going to riot. The internet was going to burn itself to the ground. Because that's what everybody's screaming for. They want to give it to it, give me what I want. She didn't get the role. They cast somebody else. They cast her. So, yeah. This is
her.
Yeah.
Her.
Maya Boy, I can't remember her name. And the thing is, she actually has no Hollywood movie credits to her name. She never been anything. But she has been in Broadway. So that probably means she's a better actor than everybody else they've cast. So, yeah. So, kind of cool with that. Oh, I'm trying to see what else we got here. Yeah, and like I said, I'll be honest with you. She fits better for the cast than Jamie Lawson does because she looks like she fits in better with the cast. She's younger. Not to say Jamie Lawson probably like a few more years old. I don't think she's even 30 yet. But the point is she's fitting in with this younger cast. Because like I said, we talked about that they're probably going to turn the X-Men into teenagers. She fits that role. She can turn into a teenager. So, yeah, so I like that. But can we talk about the controversy?
Is there a controversy?
There always a controversy. So here's the problem,
You
Eli.
don't say.
Yeah, there are some people that have a problem with the casting choice. Here's the problem that they have. They're saying she's not dark enough. It's the dumbest thing I've heard. It really is. People have really been saying it, putting comments down and stuff like that they wanted a darker Storm. Why? Because Storm is darker in the comics. Just looking at that versus that. And I'm like, you can't use the comics as a source for that. You can't. And I'm going to tell you why you can't use the source for that. Because, yes, in comics, all characters are going to be darker because it's just because they only have one shade of brown for every black character in it. Not even just black, darker skinned characters in comics. They all have the same color. Look, you can't tell the difference between them all because they all have the same color. Yes. Now, in real life, we know that is not the case. You can have different colored people of races. Yeah, and you can be lighter than that and still be considered black. But in comics, they're all going to be the same color because they don't have different colorations in there. They just put one color in there and call it a day, and that is it. So you can't use it as an argument. That's why people are, going over crazy because of Aaron Pierre being cast as Jon Stewart. Yes, he's lighter than what you expect Jon Stewart to be, but he's still black. Because guess what? Prove me wrong and name a light-skinned black character in comics. I'll wait. You can't do it. There ain't none. I can name some, but that's a whole nother can of worms right there. We're not going to get to, but yeah. But yeah, so that's what I got right there. So yes, you can't use the comics as that. And for anybody complaining that she's not dark enough, shut the fuck up. Nobody's listening to you, so just move on past that. So yeah. All right, can we move on past that?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Now we're gonna move to the video game section. I don't have any big video game news for you, but Eli's gonna give us a breakdown. So
okay.
So like I said, we had a whole bunch of matches that we were gonna put in there that we didn't get a chance to put in there, but we're gonna do that now. So let me see.
One of these days we'll play each other.
We will. One of these days we will play each other, even though we got completely different machines to play it on. But yeah. But let me see. And I should have got the thing, but I didn't get the thing. That's okay. So I'm gonna set up some gameplay for Eli. He's gonna give it to us. And Eli, feel free to commentate on this and tell us how it goes. So yeah.
Play by play?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm playing as Terry.
You're playing as Terry, okay.
Yeah. Again, I think I'm just trying to learn. Yeah. I'm just trying to learn the combo. Oh, he blocked it. What a bastard. Oh, but
now, do you know the lore of Fatal Fury? You trained him in that.
Okay.
Yeah. Because he's the son of Geese Howell, who you killed in the first game.
Oh yeah. There's
Yeah.
some gang shit going on here.
Yeah. Wait, that was it?
I guess.
Oh,
It
damn.
looked like it looked like it's another one of those clips where like I was almost about to get beat and then I pulled something out of my ass.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna give me some more give me some juicy than that, but okay. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, so like I said, can we move on to the next part of the podcast?
Sure.
Okay, like I said, the comic bullies, we're talking about comic books, we're gonna jump into it. And Elon, you go first and you can give me what comic book you talked about.
I guess I'll start with Daredevil number 5.
Daredevil number 5.
This completes the first arc of the new Stephanie Phillips's run. The Omen run.
The Omen run. Okay.
Yeah, so basically there's a serial killer named Omen that's been going around killing people and taking their eyes out. Police are investigating. Turns out the serial killer is trying to kill Matt Murdock.
Okay.
So, and has already kicked Daredevil's ass. Like somehow knows how to kick Daredevil's ass. Beat the shit out of Daredevil a couple issues ago. Threw him out a window and everything. Had to train with Spider-Man. Spider-Man had to train Daredevil on how to like turn off his senses because Spider-Man's got the Spidey sense, and Daredevil has the 360 sonar shit going on.
Because you got so much information coming in, and
you got to basically turn off everything and focus on one thing. So he takes that training into this issue. So the cops that have been investigating the serial killings, one of them got ambushed. They're on a sail bar, or not a sail barge, but like a ship at the shipping yard. And they found like his shrine or whatever, and it's the whole shrine to Matt Murdock, where he's basically got all the Matt Murdock's newspaper clippings and when he was mayor and all this shit, and his lawyer clippings and shit. Okay. And he's basically obsessed with Matt Murdock. But then they get ambushed. The cops get ambushed by Omen. Omen kills one of the cops, takes his eyes and shit.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Daredevil shows up during the investigation. The crime scene, they got it all taped off. Daredevil shows up and is questioning the partner. And like, hey, what the hell's going on? And and he basically said, hey, yeah, this guy has a whole shrine to Matt Murdock, all this newspaper clippings and shit. Like what's it called? The pegboard or whatever.
Pegboard. Okay.
Anyway, he's got this whole thing. Where they do the strings with the fucking pins and shit, when they're anyways, he's in, the serial killer is obsessed with Matt Murdock and everybody who knows, and that which leads to Foggy Nelson. And then he's like, oh shit, really? Because Foggy just got back in town,
Okay.
And so Daredevil goes to Foggy's apartment and, just in time shows up, finds Omen, and they have a fight. They start beating the shit out of each other, and Matt Murdock or Daredevil uses his advice he got from Spider-Man about focusing on, like turning off all the senses but one, and focusing on him. And he ends up kicking Omen's ass. And Omen's like spouting on, I'm having visions of the future, being this, the city's gonna, turn to shit and all that. And I need, so he's spouting all this shit. But anyways, he beats the shit out. He's right about to, get him, and then the cop shows up and shoots Omen.
Oh damn! Okay.
Throws him in an ambulance, and then him and Daredevil and Foggy have like a reunion and shit. And then an epilogue, they got Omen in an ambulance, and one of the EMTs is like working for the mob, and ended up shooting him. And it just like, okay, something's going on, like some bigger mob shit's going on, and it's leading to what's to come in this run, this comic run. So I thought this was cool, a good strong first arc to this new Daredevil run. Like I said, I like that it's back to basics, back to Stephanie Phillips is bringing Daredevil back to the street level, crime shit, so yeah, I'm digging on it, because Daredevil's like, for the past few years, he's fought dragons. He's been to hell. Chip Zdarsky had him do all kinds of wild shit. you know, and it's just back to basics. Daredevil on the street level, gritty street crime shit. So
Yeah. Get it back to the streets. That's all we're looking for. Okay.
So yeah, pretty cool. You know, villain, still a little mystery. We still don't know exactly who Omen is or where they came from.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but obviously the Omen is connected to the mob of some in some way.
So, some kind of way. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So I dug on it. 4 out of 5. Cool shit.
Cool. All right. Next book I'm going to do. First book I'm going to do is Armageddon. Okay. First book I'm going to do is Shit. First book I'm going to do is Avengers Armageddon. Yeah. So Avengers Armageddon, part 3 of 5. I've been keeping with the book. I've done the first issues for it, even though I haven't read every tie-in and Captain America thing and everything Chip Zdarsky done. I've been at least keeping up with this main story. So I, for the most part, know what's going on. So yeah. Oh, hold on, put this down here. Yeah, so where's the thing? Okay. And as you can see on the cover, it's Wolverine getting the shit kicked out of him. Excuse me. Avengers are simple like, help me. All right. So starting with this book, we're going to find out what's going on. Let's put this up here. Bam. Yeah. And yeah, let's see what's going on in this third issue. Like I said, I forgot a bunch of stuff that happened, but it's kind of coming back to me. So yeah, let's see. So book starts off with, give me that. Yeah. Right. So book starts off with, oh shit, that's the end of it. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, here. Okay. So book starts off with, there is somebody going around to every nuclear plant and taking the nukes all over the world. Taking it, like 37 has been taken already in the United States, but they've taken them, a bunch of them already. So, and the Secretary of Defense is who's doing it, and we see who's doing it. David Colton, that crazy ass super soldier. They got the sentry powers and shit like that. He's basically, remember Superman 4, Quest for Peace?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's doing that shit, taking all the nukes, throwing them in space. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and Nick Fury is like, okay, yeah. So yeah, so where we going here now? So apparently, so how did David Colton get all these crazy ass powers? I'm not 100% sure, but I think what is going on, because the Avengers are looking over right now, that mystery box that was in the Ultimate Universe that the Maker made. They got the superpowers in the box. You just pop it open, you just turn into Spider-Man or Hawkeye, whoever the fuck you turn into. He got his hands on one of those. So I guess he got his hands on the Sentry box. Because Wolverine gave it to him. Wolverine gave it to him because I guess in the Wolverine run that where he met David Colton about to die, so he did it to heal him up. But he brought it back to, you know, the Avengers so they could figure out how to take the powers back from him just in case. He's taking all the nukes and throwing them in space, man. Do you think you should have gave us that shit earlier? You know, so they still don't know where it came from. And Captain Marvel can't even bend it. So whatever it is like strong as hell. So yeah. And matter of fact, they know where David Colton is going, but they can't stop him because he's too strong. They sent Namor after him and kicked the shit out of him. Captain Marvel got shit kicked out of her. So yeah. So whatever they do, they can't stop him. They know where he's going, but they can't stop him. So now they need to do is find a plan on how to stop him. Meanwhile, Bucky looks at Wolverine while they, you know, having their meet like that. Wolverine just leaves. He's like, okay, shit. So what's going on right now is that whole David Colton taking nukes and throwing them in space, shit like that. Half of United States wants them to do it. The other half want to get rid of them. They blaming all superheroes for this shit. Like the superheroes are basically taking over and thinking they're controlling everything. You know, you got Spider-Man and Human Torch having a little powwow about great power comes great responsibility. And then you got General Ross. Okay, so General Ross has been kidnapped by the Russians. Excuse me. Yeah. And basically he's saying, like, you can't kidnap me. I'm a U.S. citizen. If you do this, it's going to be World War III and stuff like that. And basically telling them, you're not under arrest. You can leave. You can go right now. You're like, but where you going to go to? The Avengers try to kill you. One of the Avengers tried to take your head off. Your own country attacked you. What you going to do? He's just like, well, I got to go. So he leaves out there. They're basically saying that you can't even call yourself a general anymore because they strip you of that title. You can't go home. You got nowhere to go. You got no rank. Where you going to go? But that's okay because I'm from Russia. I know what you're going through right now because the America that you know no longer exists. Just like the Russia I knew when I saw the curtain fall in United States, the Soviet Union fell. It no longer exists for me either. But all I know is that we need to band together. Otherwise, that crazy ass Avenger try to kill you. It's going to come and kill us. So don't worry, I have a plan, because that gamma radiation you infect yourself with, that Hulk shit, it fucks with your mind. But I found a solution to that. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Meanwhile, you got Colton floating in space because he threw all the nukes and shit in there. Flies back, and who's waiting for him? Wolverine and Bucky. Yeah, and he's just like, yeah, I knew you threw the nukes in the sun. And he looks at Bucky. He's like, oh, I'm glad you brought Bucky, because if you brought a threat, I would have took it as a offense. So he's just like, he basically sitting there talking about what's going on, and Wolverine just telling him, look what you're doing right now. Okay, we don't know nukes are bad, but what do you stop at that? Because war was going on before nukes. Are you going to get rid of the tanks? Are you going to get rid of the guns? Are you get rid of the soldiers? What are you going to do? He's like, yeah, I'm getting rid of all that shit. And you Avengers ain't going to stop me. And matter of fact, that's the shit y'all should have been doing a long time ago. And what Wolverine's trying to tell him, that we don't have not that we don't have the power to do it, we don't have the authority to do it. Like, it's not our job to tell them how they should be living their lives. It's our job to basically keep everything the way it is right now. The shit you're doing, this is shit supervillains do right now, because you change it too much. You scaring everybody. We're not here for that. We're supposed to serve the people, not tell them how to live their lives. You're like, and see that kind of thinking right there. That's how Dr. Doom was able to get over all y'all the whole time, and General Ross would get over the whole time. I'm putting a stop to this shit, because just like you got Doom out there running his own country, doing all kind of terrorism and shit like that, we got people in the American government worse than Doom. And y'all just letting them not doing anything about it. Meanwhile, Bucky, what you got to say about this while you playing on your phone and shit? And Bucky just like, you missed a few. So Bucky is telling him where the other nukes that he didn't know about, where they are, to get rid of all of them. So Bucky kind of like fucked them over. He's like, oh shit. He's like, yeah, Wolverine, we should have been doing this shit a long time ago. What the fuck are we doing? Why are we letting these people get away with and just do whatever they want to? We can do this right now and make the world a safer place. Like, just make a decision for him. Wolverine like, nah, I'm done with this. I'm done talking. And Cole's like, yeah, I'm done talking too. And he takes Wolverine into space and leaves him there. And basically tell him like, yeah, like, I don't want to hurt you, but if the rest of your friends come for me, I'm gonna do the same thing to them. So yeah. And now you got now this is the crazy shit going on right there. This is what's going on. So it's two missions going on. First, how did Colton get his superpowers? Also, how did Ross know about everything that the Avengers was going to do? And they stole the machine from him, and what they found is a what-if machine. They talk to the machine, give it hypothetical what's going on, and what it does, it creates its own universe of what they put in there. So that's how Ross figured out what they were doing. He was making a universe, see what's going on, see how it plays out, and then change it the other way. Like, this, the information is too basic. So yeah, what if? Like, what if you can make a whole universe like that? You can do it like that. And Tony's thinking about using the device himself. He was like, well, we could use the thing to figure out how to beat Colton. Like, if we use the machine, even though this machine is too much power, I don't know if anybody should have the kind of power like that, with like a god. And you're like, and then bam, something goes through, like, something hit us. And he looked down, and it's Colton up there. He like, I hit you. And I know that thing you got, because I got super hearing. I heard everything you were saying about you got this what if machine that can basically tell the future of everything that's about to happen. And he blasts him, and Cole like, man, stop. Don't do that shit. And then he takes Tony's helmet and crushes it on his head. On that thing he hit him with was Wolverine. So yeah. So now Tony can't even get his helmet off, and he decides to take the what if machine for himself. And Tony finally gets it off for suffocate himself and flies off. So yeah. So Nick Fury's on a conference call with the Secretary of Defense, but he has to cut the conversation short because T'Challa shows up. And he's like, how many more of us were you trying to kill? And you're like, what are you talking about? So yeah. Meanwhile, you got Captain Marvel. Yeah. What's going on here? Yo, yeah, they know where Colton is going. They know they got the what if machine, so she's gonna, go for round 2 for him. Meanwhile, Bucky and Colton on the same team right now, trying to take everything out. And she's like, they coming for you, right? Like, yeah, I don't care. Bam, take him out. Here comes Captain Marvel again, smack and shit like that. Colton is like, you can't. I already whooped your ass the first time, man. You're not gonna do anything. I'm here to make the planet safe. I'm here to save the planet. And then the other Avengers show up and shit, ready to do this. And Vision just like, Tony, we're too late. Like, too late for what? And here's what Black Panther's good, because Black Panther was investigating the scene we had one time, because the Symkarians had weapons that were strong enough to kill those Hulks that came by. Because Nick Fury had a Hulk killing weapon that he gave to the UN. And Black Panther will know, do you have any other weapons that can kill the rest of us that you gave out from us? I recognize Shield Tech when I see it. He's like, what you think? I was gonna just stand back and just let y'all just do everything? Shield stands for Strategic Human Intelligence, Black Panther. So yeah. Meanwhile, the real shit that's going on right now is that while they're doing all the crazy shit, Russia has launched nukes on the United States. Because Colton got all the nukes in America, but he did get all the nukes in Russia. So, yeah. So, World War III. To be continued. Or not. Maybe it did. I don't know. So, yeah. So, what I think about the story overall, I still don't know the reason for the story. I feel like it should be moving more than what it is. I feel like it's got too many pieces on it. I mean, I feel like they got some nuggets of something they're trying to say, but it's not a smooth narrative for me. Not smooth enough for me. That's just me. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with the story. I'm gonna stick beside it. We got 2 more issues left, and they say after this issue is done, after this run is done, it's gonna pretty much change the status quo of the Marvel universe. So I'm kind of seeing what's going on, but it's taking its time, you know. But maybe they're gonna reboot it. I don't know. Maybe we'll see from there. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5. Only because the art. I give it 3.5 from 5 because the art. Yeah, it ships. Yeah, and it's got some interesting things in it, but it's not a cohesive narrative. None of these issues have been a cohesive narrative to me. And give this guy a name. Just don't call him Colton. Call him some Battle Star or something. Give him a Fire Fist. Call him something. I don't call him
Nuclear
Colton.
Dude.
Nuclear Man. Or fucking call him Nuclear Man. You're taking a plot from Superman 4 anyway. Shit.
The Dude of Steel.
Right. All right. So what you got next?
G.I. Joe 25.
G.I. Joe.
Is this my book of the week? This might be my book of the week.
Okay.
So this is the new Energon universe image. We have G.I. Joe, Transformers, and now Mask, all in the one shared universe. All our toys, slamming together in the toy box, in the sandbox, whatever. And so this starts off a new arc, the Night Force arc. So for those who don't know, Night Force is like another faction of G.I. Joe. There are more like, Black Ops operatives of G.I. Joe than the main G.I. Joe force. And so they end up getting pit against each other. So what's been going on? General Hawk, who has actually been Zartan this whole time. Zartan has been disguising himself as General Hawk. He got a hold of the Dire Tech from the last mission. So Crystal Ball, the mad scientist one of the mad scientists on Cobra, had developed the Dire Tech, which is just like fear-inducing, or was it dread-inducing response something? Energy, maybe? Dire, D-I-R-E. Basically, it basically brings it's a Danny Moonstar power. It's this technology that brings your fears to life. It causes hallucinations and shit. Anyways, G.I. Joe captures it, brings it back to the pit, to the headquarters, and they're along with Crystal Ball, the scientist guy, and he's being interrogated by Hawk, who is secretly Zartan in disguise.
Oh damn! Okay.
And Zartan straight up kills him, just slits his throat, almost cuts off his head. And then Baroness walks in on it and is like, "What the hell did you do, Hawk?" And that was the last issue. So we start out with this issue. Oh shit, Baroness like, "What the fuck?" And then Hawk is like, "Baroness is a double agent. She's been working for Cobra this whole time. Everybody after her, all that." So she basically throws Baroness under the bus. And she escapes. We had this whole chase sequence where, she escapes the pit. And they're like, okay, go find Baroness and kill her, And Duke is like, none of them. They're all like, they've been working with Baroness this whole time. Yeah, they know she's like an ex-assassin and all this shit. She's got a shady past, but like, we've been on missions together. We trust her. Like, this doesn't make any sense how she would all of a sudden blow her cover right now,
Right.
So, but he's like, no, follow orders or I will get a team who will, So they go find Baroness. She's on one of her yachts, in disguise, trying to escape. Someone's sniping her, like they got her. I got her in sight. Do you want me to take her out? And like, no, just disarm her. And he shoots her gun away. And it's the Night Force crew, which is Flint, I believe, Lady J, Roadblocks on the Night Force. Anyways, they're like, hey, we have orders to bring you in, Baroness.
Roadblock. That's who The Rock played in that movie, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which he kind of looked. He was a bald black guy.
Yeah,
but blacker than The Rock. You know what I mean?
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
But I always thought Roadblock was one of my favorite figures because I like guys with big giant guns.
Yeah.
Like Rock and Roll, Roadblock. Roadblock had a big, giant, huge machine gun. So did Rock and Roll. So I always liked those type of guys. But I liked Roadblock, and he was just a cool character. But yeah, The Rock played him in the movie.
Okay.
But anyways, so they basically they got Baroness surrounded. They're like, we're going to take you in. We're taking you back to headquarters. And she's like, no, I know too much. I'm being set up. Hawk is compromised. There's something up with them. There's something weird. And as why I know, if you're going to put me on a helicopter, we're going to be going back to base. And that helicopter, as we approach base, that helicopter is going to explode and we're all going to die because now you know what I know, and they're like, no, we guarantee your safety, blah, 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 blah. But then Duke shows up, with stock, and they're like, hey, you're not going to take Baroness. We trust her. So you basically have Night Force versus the regular G.I. Joe squad. Fighting over Baroness. And, and Baroness, I'm going to run. And Duke is like, go, we'll cover you. So she takes off. And there's like, yeah, we have G.I. Joe versus Night Force shooting out and shit, So that's going on. Then we cut back to Cobra headquarters. And Cobra Commander's talking to Destro. I was like, yeah, we got that dire tech back from Crystal Ball. But I know we're figuring out how to use it, and that's your job because Destro's the weapons guy, but I also need you're my right hand man, but I need a left hand to watch my back. So that's why I got this Valkyrie, one of the Cobra, warrior chicks. She invaded the Arashikage and saved me from Storm Shadow. So I trust her. And he did something to her, but turned her into someone called Major Medusa. I think it's a new character.
Okay.
And so yeah, some new villainous Major Medusa. But then we back to the battle between G.I. Joe and Night Force. They're shooting at each other, and then Hound shows up, the Transformer Hound, the Jeep.
Oh, wow.
That transforms into the robot that transforms into the Jeep. He shows up and basically saves Baroness. Well, let's go. Let's get out of here, And they're like, and Night Force is like, oh, they got a secret weapon. Well, we got a secret weapon. It's like dropped a bomb or whatever. And then a drone drops something and it lands. And it turns out to be, what do they call it? The Bat, GI Bat or whatever. So Bat Troopers. Battle Android Troopers. They were Cobra Commander. They were Cobra robots. They're actually another really cool figure back in the day because you could change their arms. They had different arms. They had like a flamethrower arm or a missile launcher arm or a machine gun arm. You can change interchangeable arms and shit. They were robots. And earlier on in the series, Destro was creating them. He created this robot army. Well, obviously, G.I. Joe must have got some of that tech and developed it into their own version of a Bat Trooper. And I guess that's going to go up. It's going to go up against Hound, I guess. Okay. They got a robot. So it's going to be a robot against robot battle, I guess.
Nice. Okay.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So, yeah. And that's where it ends. And I'm like, finally, we're getting some. It's been 2 years. I'm starting to get frustrated with all these books now. I've been, you know me. I've been really into these books for the past couple of years. Transformers, G.I. Joe, the whole Energon universe thing. The only one I'm not reading is Void Rivals. But I started reading Mask. But I'm starting to get frustrated because the point was, they're all going to be battling each other or like crossing over, and there hasn't been much of that. Yeah, sure, here and there you get like a character showing up in a book or two, but it's still not much crossover happening. Hound has been showing up more. Hound is pretty much part of the G.I. Joe squad. The Transformers Hound, the Jeep.
Yeah, they've been riding around with him and stuff.
And he's been doing shit. But Transformers, Transformers met with with G.I. Joe. He met with like Optimus Prime, had a conversation with Duke a while back. But there's not, like I said, there's not much crossover happening. And it's been kind of like, irking me lately. But I feel like finally this is starting to happen in this issue. But yeah, because Hound showed up and now, okay, we're going to have finally some robots and G.I. Joe all battling. I feel like I was hoping by now, because it's been, 3-4 years this shit's been going on?
Right.
And we still haven't had, I've been waiting for like G.I. Joe versus Transformers versus Decepticon. You know what I mean?
Maybe it's happening in Void Rivals. And
The Void Rivals is shit going on in space.
Okay.
That's all Cybertron shit, which I have not been following. And I guess there's a whole crossover or a big event going on in that, the Quintessa War or whatever.
Okay.
But that I have not been following. Void Rivals is the only book I haven't been reading. So yeah, like I said, I'm getting a little impatient with how Snake Eyes hasn't even shown up yet. And it's been 3-4 years.
Right.
So I'm getting a little frustrated with my expectations. Oh, we're gonna have G.I. Joe and Transformers in the same shared universe. Like, cool. And they really haven't really shared a universe yet, other than a few cameo appearances in a few books here and there. So, but I feel okay. Hound showed up and actually did some shit in this issue. So yeah, I'll give it a 4 out of 5. I think it's a pretty cool. It is some deep cut G.I. Joe shit either way, But yeah, Hound showed up, and we got giant robots and G.I. Joe in the same comic. So that's pretty cool.
Can't beat that. So yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it a 4 out of 5. So this is the start of a new story arc, part 1 of 5, the Night Force arc. Cool.
Okay.
4 out of 5.
All right. Let me see. Trying to find that thing. Oh, found it. Cool. I think I can find it. All right. So last book I'm going to do is a highly anticipated book that's been selling out kind of crazy. New Titans 38.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's been selling kind of crazy. You know what's so special about this book?
No, I do not.
Okay, let me tell you. All right. So what's special about this book is that this is the debut of Static joining the team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this been getting a lot of praise. Like, remember the whole thing about the whole Dakota incident? If you don't sell them, going basically all our bitching and moaning and complaints like that got Static on the team. Yeah.
Okay.
And they've been selling all kind of variant covers and like that. Like, take a look at this variant cover right here, which is pretty cool. It's like, yeah, he DJs like that. People have been posting online like, what song is Static playing? Yeah, so you got a bunch of stuff going on like that. Cyborg and Static.
To the
ounce. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I love that song. But anyway, so yeah, that's going on. So this is the first time. Well, actually, Static has been on a Teen Titans team before, but that's back in the day. We talk about now, 2020. So yeah. All right, so we're gonna jump into it. Teen Titans 38. Static joins the team. I'll be honest with you. Whatever storyline I have going on in this current run right now, I have no idea, and I kind of don't care. But let's talk about Static. So yeah. Let's jump into it. So first things first, yeah, so the story starts off in the Amazon jungle about a dream about the Amazon jungle getting, torn apart like that and destroyed. And you got this girl sleeping with what's it? Not a cheetah? Jaguar. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. So it was a dream by Yara Flor. Yeah, so she's waking up. Now, here's the thing, Eli. Like, if I had a top 5, Psylocke and Yara Flor would be in that list. I'll round out to see who else is in there. But yeah,
Top 5 of what?
top 5. Let's just leave it at that. Let's just move on. Yeah. So anyway, she's sleeping. Some kind of crazy android just joined the team because the Teen Titan always had like androids and other people that you never heard of just join the team and just pop ups like that. But yeah. But none of that matters. We'll come back to that. So we go to Mount Titans. Now, this is Happy Harbor, Rhode Island. Now, Happy Harbor is actually the Justice League's first base. Now they're off in space and the Watchtower bullshit like that, so there's nobody using it. The Teen Titans are taking over Happy Harbor. And you got Bam, Static, and John Kent flying into the base like that. He was like, what's wrong with you, Static? He was like, the wind hit, the current. You didn't feel that slipstream? You're like, no, but whatever like that. So, yeah. So basically, he's brought him here to recruit him. Yeah, so that is basically the whole conflict of the story is that John Kent is trying to put on a good enough impression to get Static to join the Teen Titans. So yeah. And he's like, yeah, because everybody want to check out your powers. He's like, yeah, my powers and shit like that. So we're going on. So basically tell what's going on, like, man, you don't want to be on Just League, man. You want to be on this team because Just League, old and busted. Us, new hotness. We are where you want to be at right now. We building from the ground up. We're a startup thing. Yeah, and matter of fact, you can meet all the new Titans and shit like that, and meet her like, yeah, where's Cyborg? Because Static meets the other black person on the team. So yeah, so and then that other weird robot shows up again like that, who nobody cares, and she's like, okay, this weird shit. Yeah, and then he walks down and he sees Red Devil, and Red Devil and basically Superman just like, look, man, where have you been? Because I know you basically snuck in the morning last night. I can smell what you were doing last night. I heard the stuff you're doing last night. He's like, oh, for real? What you hear? And then he just like freeze breath and just clears up shit like that. He was like, whatever. So basically they have whatever kind of beef they have going on. I don't really care. And yeah, don't care. So now you got spoilers on the team, or Batgirl. I can't remember what they call her name. She's on the team being trained by Nightwing, but she failed the test. And then not the danger room, it's the coffee shop. Why?
Okay.
I guess. I don't know. Cyborg made it. So yeah. Same way she failed it and she's cracking jokes and shit. And Nightwing's pissed. He was like, oh, is this a joke? Am I wasting your time right now? Because we could be doing, both of us could be doing other stuff right now. And she's like, don't be yelling at me, Nightwing. You made that shit too hard anyway. So now they're going back and forth having a thing. And then that's when Bam, Static shows up. He was like, and Nightwing like, who the fuck is this? Yeah, this is the greatest hero of Dakota City. He helped out doing the Darkseid invasion, doing DCKO. This is Static. And I brought him in to join the team. He was like, okay. He was like, do you have any experience? He was like, really, you haven't heard of me because I used to do my stuff like once or twice back in the day. He was like, right. Superman, let me talk to you. He was like, why the fuck you brought this guy in here? You're like, what's wrong with him? Like, look, people have secret identities in here. And this is not some kind of, hangout spot or country club, something like that. We have to run people through security cams like that. You just can't just bring people in here. Did you run this by Cyborg? You're like, I hadn't even seen Cyborg. And Cyborg is doing some weird shit. I guess the Heart of Apocalypse thing from DCKO, I think he took it and doing weird experiments on this shit like that. And apparently, Terra knows what he's doing, but she's the only Titan that knows what he's doing. She was like, okay, I want to know you. Tell me what you're doing. Otherwise, I'm going to tell everybody else. She's trying to like blackmail and stuff like that. So, yeah. So, yeah, whatever. Oh, and then he sees that Static is like, and even Cyborg like, who the hell is this guy? So basically, he brought all the members in and they basically voted them in. Everybody want to vote him in. And he like, yes, you want to be on the team. Man, you can be on the team because we saw what you did with Granny Goodness. You took out her machine that was going to take over the world and shit like that and hit everybody with an anti-life equation. We need a guy like you on the team. He's like, oh, yeah, I joined the team. Hell yeah. Okay. And then as soon as everybody congratulates him, shit like that, that's when, bam, he gets hit with all these, drones and shit, Halt. Who is this? And it is, well, first he freaks out because you don't know what the hell this is. And he blows him up. He blows him up so bad, he shorts out the whole base. So, yeah. And they're like, damn, you OP as hell. Yeah, we need you on the team. So basically, I from what I gathered, Static's powers are acting up and shit like that. He don't know why they're acting up, but they don't know that. And that's when Cyber walks in. We're like, who the hell is this guy? Get him out of here right now. He's like, hold on, man, this is a guest. Like, because, and we're back to Yara Flor, and she's having another dream about the Jaguar, and apparently that girl wakes up and she's like that, and yeah. So they arguing over Static, like, why is he here? He don't need to be on the team. You just bringing random ass people in this room, and we don't know if he's a good guy, bad guy, or even if he's trained. He's just doing it, And he like Static, like, you know what, y'all can have this shit. I'm out. I'm leaving. So yeah. And right before he's about to leave, he sees Yara Flora. He like, oh, hold up. Do I know you? You're like, no, you don't. Get the fuck out of my way. And that's when that I guess that one of the Amazons from the Amazon rainforest shows up in the Pegasus and said, we need Wonder Girl. So that's the story. Yeah, that's it.
Okie doke.
Yeah. So basically a whole bunch of inner house bickering and all this like that. Almost like a reality show. That's what it felt like. Yeah. So like, I don't know what you want to call it, Real World, some shit like, yeah. But overall, 3.5 out of 5. I understand it's an introduction. I know this book is selling out left, right, like that. And I know I got to watch what I say, because anytime I say something bad about a book that people are excited for, I act like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Remember when Black Panther 1 came out in 2016? I said it sucked. I got all kind of heat for that shit, but whatever. So I'm gonna get 3.5 out of 5, call it a day. So yeah. So what you got next?
Now I'm booked out. I read I read the Alien King Killer ended, like, kind of wrap things up really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Cool storyline, but it kind of just it was like, oh, it's the last issue, wrap it up.
Yeah, so her get it done, and yeah.
What else did I read? The new Ninja Turtles, Gene Lun Yang.
Okay.
Still doing pretty cool shit. And then the new Lobo. That's pretty fun. Yeah, that's just dumb, stupid fun. The not Jorge, man. What's that? Scotty Young.
Scotty Young. What issues on it
now? 6, I think, 5 or 6. But that was
okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna pick up that Deathstroke, man. I think Deathstroke like on issue 6 or some shit like that. Like, it's flying by.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, if you were still reading that, the Terminator or whatever.
I mean, I was, but it's flying by so fast. Like, oh damn, I'm lost track. So I'm getting caught back up. But yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, but I'm booked out.
Okay. Now I'm gonna talk about one more book. I'm not gonna review it. I'm gonna just talk about it. I'm trying to set the mood. Let's see. Thor 800. I didn't read it, but I want to talk about it anyway, because actually I don't even want to. I don't even review it. I kind of just want to say. Matter of fact, is it okay if I just do something and just I may clip it and do something later on for it? Then
go ahead.
Okay, let me see why we're doing this. Yeah. Okay, so like I said, this is the Mortal Thor, where like Al Ewing is writing it, and I guess Thor has written himself out of continuity or some shit.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck going on. I guess what like that. But yeah, anyway, this is what I want to talk about. I want to talk about Thor in general. Now, here's the thing. I'm gonna bring some lore for everybody that don't know about Thor, and I'm talking about not Norse mythology Thor, not MCU Thor, comic Thor. Now, Thor is only half Asgardian. He's actually half Asgardian, half Earthling. So for those that don't know what's going on, is that, Odin got actually like a whole bunch of kids in the comics and shit like, and Norse mythology also. But
he used to turn into Donald
Blake, yes.
Donald Blake.
Yeah. And actually, if you read some other Thor stories, that wasn't the first person Odin turned him into. Remember there was a character named Siegfried, like in Norse mythology or something like that?
Oh, probably, yeah.
Okay, so in Marvel continuity, they're saying that the Siegfried Norse hero or, Viking hero shit like that was actually Thor in disguise, because Odin got sick of his shit and sent him down here also. That's why Siegfried got all these kind of like epic stories and shit like that, because he was really Thor, even though he was human, But that's the thing. So Thor, but that's the thing. Thor wasn't born. He wasn't even born on Asgard in the Marvel comics. He was born on Earth. And his mother is Gaia. From what's that? Captain Planet. Everybody seen Captain Planet? That same Gaia. So yeah. So he was born from Gaia. Gaia is his mother. He was born on Earth. You hold no story like Phoenix is his midwife and all stuff like that. We're not talking about that. But the point is that since Thor is half Earthling and he's half Elder God of the Earth, That's why he fights for Earth just as much as he fights for Asgard. If anything, he fights for Earth more than he fights for Asgard because he probably been here longer because he keeps popping up back and forth like that. So, like, and Thor just hangs out on Earth, goes drinking, fucking whatever. He just likes to hang around on Earth and shit like that. So if anybody attacks Earth, he defends Earth just as much as he defends Asgard because he considers both his home. So that's all I got. That's all I want to put on Eli. Okay. And I might clip it or may not clip it. I don't know. If you listen this long, definitely like, share, subscribe. Let me hit that button. I didn't hit the button earlier, but I'm hitting the button now.
Ooh,
so yeah.
Special
Next week we'll talk about something else. I guess we'll talk more about landing. You know what, Eli? I might go see a movie.
Oh yeah.
I think I might. Yeah. But I'll let you know what I'm gonna see.
Okay.
I'm gonna surprise you, and plus we'll sneak in some landing also because I definitely want to see what that Hannibal Lecter type shit that Sinestro is on. So yeah. Anything else before we get out of here or?
Nah, I'm booked out. So yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so we'll check y'all out next week. Until then, this is Leroy.
This is Eli.
We talk to you guys next week. Same bullet time, same bullet channel.
SPG